reminded me of Mr. Hargrove. We had a man that came on our show. I'm going to let Kay talk about him too, because there was a show we did with this group of artists, amazing artists called Solar Sounds. And it was basically a really big music show. We had mostly music, very little poetry that show. We had all these artists come up. And this man came up, older man, heavyset man. And we thought he was with Solar Sounds.
Yeah.
Solar Sounds thought he was with us. He had just shown up in the crowd.
Right.
And he pulled a chair up front. And he started singing about how he was going to cook for his woman.
Lord Jesus.
And it was that old time soul. Put chills down your spine soul. Just, I mean, you know, the riffs and you just feel it all the way down in your gut. And I felt privileged to be in the audience and hear that man sing.
Absolutely.
I felt privileged. I felt like this is something that some people will never get to experience. Never. I sent it to so many people because his voice was captivating. His voice was magical. You just felt
he was a vibe.
He was a whole vibe by himself. And I'm tearing up because he came to so many shows, and he came, you know, he came even when he was sick.
And we didn't even know.
But he told us a couple of times he had just gotten out of the hospital, but he wanted to be at the show.
He didn't want to miss it.
He didn't want to miss it. And he came and he would sing. And there were a couple of times he put me in a chair. He sang to me. He put Kay in a chair and sang to her. Put a couple other people in the chair and sang to them. I mean, he was one of those men. He wasn't the best looking man, but he could probably sing the panties off of almost any woman.
Oh, he gonna croon for them grits, baby.
He was so it was such an incredible thing, and we did lose him last year, and it was, I felt so honored that we gave him a chance to perform because he had such a gift. And he had been away from the stage for so long, but he felt comfortable coming and performing with us. And, you know, you just never know, you know, like who's going to walk in and who's going to grace the mic and who's gonna just take the people on a journey. You know what I mean? And he was a person that took the people on a journey, you know. And Kay, what do you want to say?
Lord. All right, I'm back. Okay, y'all, for real was hurt because that was Boo. We had a relationship. We had a single relationship. Every time he come in there, he knew he was going to be introduced with the honor that he has absolutely earned in this industry. I went back and did a little research on him and found out he had been singing a long time. He'd been in the background of some people that were unbelievable, had been on stages, Broadway, things like that, unbelievable. And I'm like, you just waltzed in here and wanted to sing with us? We created a vibe for his vibe that he loved. And one thing about it, no artist has come in there without the vibe that I'm about to light this mic on fire. And you didn't want to come in there and give no hats for, even if it was 3 people or 20 people or 130 people all along the wall standing up trying to figure out who's next. We have had every show with the same vibe. We're going to chill. We're going to show you what the indie artists can do. Yeah, you got your Beyonce, but we had Rosie Bush. Yeah, you got Chris Brown, but we got Abstract. You got Seven, we got Zone the Poet, and you know, we just had a lot of luxurious types of talent that people didn't find most places. It was a diversity that you didn't find most places. It was like him, it was a power you didn't find most places because no matter how the room was before he got that mic, when it was done, they was clapping and cutting up because he said, wait. All he had to say was wait. Yeah. And he can say it until you never got tired because everything he said after that, he had something else. He had grits and eggs and lamb chops and pork chops.
Peach cobbler.
Whatever you wanted and you was waiting on. It was always a woman following him. Like, you can really cook, baby. You You cook all that stuff. You cook the peach cobbler yourself. I just want to know. We here for the food. What you want to do? You was for real about all that stuff you was singing? It was just, he was.
Sweet person, man.
He was a sweet
amazing.
person.
I remember shouts to my old band GVO. We had a birthday bash, and he came and sung. And me and Dre was on the drums. Shouts to Dre. The beats was on the drums, and I was on the keyboard. And man, it felt like Luther was on stage, y'all. It felt like, one of these great singers that, like she said, man, make women throw their panties to the man, I mean, the boy had a voice that, Lord Jesus, if he was alive, I was gonna been produce this king right here, and I really miss this man, R.I.P. to this great artist, man. We gonna miss you.
And I just wanted to say, I felt great that we could, I mean, he had to be in his 60s, maybe almost 70, something like that.
Yep.
And he captivated 20-something-year-olds.
Yep.
And was teaching them some stuff about how to keep a woman. Teaching them some stuff about how to treat a woman. Going back to the old school. You know what I'm saying? So it's again, bridging the gap. It's wonderful when you can bring together diverse artists, like she said, all kind of different backgrounds, and people can be like, I've had a lot of people say, I came to your show and I met so-and-so who introduced me to so-and-so who introduced me to so-and-so, and now we're doing this. Mm-hmm. The networking is a whole nother thing, and once you've been to Laughz and Lyrics, you part of the Laughz and Lyrics family. That's it. We rock with you. We gonna try. Give the gift of lift. Lift people up. Lift people up so when they look at your shirt, they look at your mug, they get an inspiring message. They're lifted.